Hi, I'm Luke.
And I'm Danielle.
And together, we're Pacific
Trek.
Trek, a couple passionate about travel and living life to the full.
In 2019, we moved from our home in Jensen Beach, Florida, to Australia.
Along the way, we went on a cruise to the Bahamas.
And an epic road trip across the US from Miami to Los Angeles.
We visited so many awesome places.
From the Georgia Aquarium in Atlanta and to the French Quarter in New Orleans.
All the way to the Grand Canyon and sunset over Santa Monica. We want to take you along for the ride.
I'm at the gym. It's 6:33 and I'm about to do a little bit of treadmill action. This is day 2 of the cruise. Look at how pretty it is. Unfortunately, my Bluetooth headphones won't work because I don't have the internet package, but it's gorgeous. Jogging track.
But not jogging. You're not supposed to jog between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Is that where we're going? I think that might be where we're going. There's another ship right there. What are we doing today?
We are going to go jet skiing. What? Courtesy of some really great friends of ours, Marlena and Diego.
Yes, this excursion is brought to you by Marlena and Diego.
Yes.
We weren't going to do any excursions, were we?
No, we were doing this cruise on the cheap. We got it for cheap. And we're on a budget. Basically, we're vacationing for a month. We have to pace ourselves.
And what happened yesterday? What did we win?
My husband is my lucky charm, and he won us a $100 gift card to the spa. And they only had one 100 gift card, and they had two $75 ones. And he wasn't going to participate in the raffle, but I said, no, I want me a massage. He won one for me.
Huzzah! Looks like it'll be a busy day ashore. There's 3 ships. So at this point, we thought we were still going ashore at Great Stirrup Cay, which is Norwegian's very own private island. But unfortunately, the sea was too rough that day. So we had to improvise, and instead the ship had a day at sea. So we had to cancel the jet skiing that we had planned for that day. But instead, we went and made use of that massage. We also did a bit of a tour of the ship, so we hope you enjoy. So we're on the Norwegian Sky. I want to take you for a bit of a tour around, if I can, just to show you some of what's on the ship. Now we've been staying on level 9 towards the rear of the ship. So this is what our level looks like. It's all rooms. We're in a stateroom, which is the inside room. We didn't need anything too fancy, so we're pretty happy with that. It has a TV, has a bathroom, and a queen size bed, or you can get it with 2 single beds. So down below us on level 5, we've got one of the restaurants. So I'll just walk down there and show you that. So this is the entrance to the Crossings restaurant, and let's one of the a la carte restaurants on board. So you can see that here on level 5. That's at the rear of the ship. And we're going to go up higher. On level 6 is a lot of the, amenities that you'll find. So we'll take a quick walk through here on level 6. So the first thing that you'll find at the rear of the ship is the Stardust Theatre. So it looks like they've got a movie showing there. Actually, I was on level 7. So there's 2 entrances to the theatre, level 6 and level 7. I'll just take a walk through here. Jewelry store. Starbucks. The casino. This is all on level 7, sorry, I said level 6 before. This is actually level 7. We got a store with all the duty-free stuff that's closed when we're in port. This is Sky Casino. We come out into our big kind of opening area on the ship, and you can see this is where they have nice glass elevators. You got level 6 down there, we're on level 7, and then down the bottom there is level 5, and we'll go down there and check that out in a second. We've got an art gallery up here on level 7, and a bar, the atrium bar, so this is all part of the atrium. Beautiful area in here, and the casinos over there, and then up here we really go into a lot of the rooms, I believe. So we'll head down now and check out level 6. Have a little look around down there. This is where a lot of the facilities are for the whole ship. So we've got an internet cafe type area here. Jewelry store over here. On level 6 you've also got an outdoor running track, and you can go right the way around the ship on that outdoor running track, but you can only jog on it between 8 AM and 8 PM. The rest of the time you can only just walk out there, probably because that's usually when the ship is moving, and then all you bounce off into the water. With the Bliss Lounge, often they'll have maybe a band or an activity here. We came down here the other night to watch a couple's game show, so they'll have little game shows and that kind of stuff here. They'll have a little bar and a stage over there. The sugarcane bar. They'll often have, that's a good place to come and get a drink, but also they'll have little trivia nights. And then over here, we've got like a photo gallery where you can come and collect some of the photos that have been taken of you while on the ship. Let's have a library in here as well, which is pretty cool. So if you want to come read books. Stardust Theatre again. So that's the lower level of the Stardust Theatre. Okay, so that's it for level 6. Let's go up and take a look at some of the higher levels of the ship. On 10, coming up to 11. There's the local, which is a nice little bar area. La cucina. We had free pizza while we've been on the cruise, and that's one of the paid restaurants where you can get Italian food. This is the garden eating area. So it's a buffet style restaurant. Now at the back we have the outdoor dining area, which serves much the same food as the garden, but it gives you a beautiful place to sit and eat at the rear of the ship. So that's the Great Outdoor Cafe, that's the name of this place. So now we're on the pool deck, and this is where every day there's tons of people up here just enjoying themselves, relaxing by the pool, sunbaking, getting in the pool and in the hot tubs. But we didn't really use the pool a lot. In fact, we didn't use it at all on our cruise because any day that we were in port, we were busy ashore, so we didn't have time to come up and enjoy the pool. We did go swimming when we were on shore, so we went to the local beaches and we wanted to explore those. Then when we came back at the end of the day, the pools were often just too busy, so we couldn't get in there. And I think that's probably one of the downsides of the Norwegian Sky is that they probably don't have enough pool area for all of the people on board. Up front, I'm going to go inside and show you some of the... Remember we were in the atrium before? So we're at the very top of the atrium. So you can see all the way down there. It's a long way down. We'll go down to the bottom and finish up down on level 5. So towards the front of the ship, on level 11, we've got a fitness center. And we've made use of that while being on board. And this is the spa. This is where we came earlier in the day to have our massage. So this is the Spinnaker Lounge, and it's a great place to come up here and relax and just read a book, and you can see the ocean going by and It's one of the great places of the ship because you're right up the front and you can see the view up ahead. We used to come up here in the mornings to watch the sunrise off the bow of the ship. They also have karaoke in the Spinnaker Lounge, at least while we were on the ship. That's where the karaoke was in the evenings late at night. I did not have a go at the karaoke though. And you can walk out the front of the Spinnaker Lounge and really enjoy the deck area. But you can see this deck is just a beautiful place to come and enjoy. Sometimes it would get pretty windy up here, especially when the weather was rough, but this particular day looks gorgeous. So we loved it up here, and you can just see how beautiful the ocean is and just the sun glistening off the water. It's really a beautiful, beautiful place to come. This is usually my favourite place to come when we're leaving port. It's got a good high view of everything, and you can grab one of these banana lounges and just relax and soak in some sunshine and take in all of the view as you're leaving port. It's just a really beautiful atmosphere up here and really open, and you can move around quite easily as well. We've got a kids pool up the top here. Directly ahead we also have a golf driving range. The nice thing about cruising with Norwegian Cruise Lines is that they have an open dining policy. So you can just rock up to a restaurant at any time that they're open and grab a meal, which is different to a lot of other cruise lines who will allocate you a very specific dining time and sometimes even a dining group where you have to sit with a particular group of people. But we were able to pick any time we wanted and just go and enjoy the meal whenever we wanted. So we really liked that about Norwegian. This is the back part of the ship now. We're coming back into the garden bar here. Really beautiful area out the back of the ship under cover, and it's a great place to come and just grab some food, and it's the buffet area. So you can come here and grab a meal pretty much any time of the day. They're open pretty late at night. We got some late night pizza there. Although we're showing you this footage on our sea day, you'll notice some land around. That's actually Key West. We recorded this tour of the ship later in the cruise. But we wanted to show it to you today because we had a bit more time. Later in the cruise, we will be busy exploring some of the great locations that we visited. And so we hope you'll join us for those days as well. Stay tuned and make sure you subscribe for those adventures when they come out. take the stairs down, give you a bit of a feel for how high up we are, and then we'll conclude our tour today. Just to give you some background on the Norwegian Sky, it was refurbished in 2019, so it was looking pretty new when we were on board. It was built in 1999, so it is quite old, but the refurbishments have really made it look quite up to date and grand. It can take around 2,000 passengers and about 934 crew. It's not a huge ship, so you won't get too lost. Here we are on level 5, and this is back in the atrium. You will find some of the guest services here. So you've got your restaurant reservations, your onshore excursion reservations. We were going to go jet skiing, but we ended up having to cancel that because we didn't go ashore today. You've got the Palace restaurant. So that's the entrance right off the atrium, and it's my favorite restaurant on the ship. And on this side of the atrium, you have your onboard credit desk and your guest services. So if you have any issues, this is where you come to resolve them on the cruise ship. This deck is a lot of fun, even if you're not going for a swim, because every day when you leave port, they'll have a band playing, and it's just great to come up here. You can look out the windows and enjoy the view as the ship leaves and watch the sunset, and really just enjoy the relaxed atmosphere, and maybe grab a drink at the bar as well. And it's just a great place on the ship to come. It has a really good relaxed vibe, so we loved it up here as well.
Surfing waves into the night.
So there you have it. That's your tour of the Norwegian Sky here in November of 2019. I hope you've enjoyed the tour. Make sure you follow us at pacifictrek.com or on Instagram at pacifictrek or on Facebook Pacific Trek as well. We look forward to seeing you on our next adventure, and I hope you'll join us there. Have a great one.